Good morning, Manisha. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm starting the demo session. Okay. Welcome to Nobel Forensics, and this is the demo session 1 for online coaching for UGCNET-JRF Forensic Science. And here in this demo session, I'm going to explain about the syllabus of UGCNET. And I hope you all are forensic science students only. I mean, either pursuing masters in forensic science or else completed forensic science in MSc. And I know that you all know the syllabus of UGCNET Forensic Science, but here I'm explaining in detail about all topics, the basics of all topics, and also what are the important in UGCNET point of view, and also the number of questions, how many questions will come from each topic. So that with this explanation, you will get an idea about my way of explanation. And very first one is Unit 1. And Unit 1 covers basics of forensic science and also the major things in the forensic science. The very first one is forensic science definition, history, development, and ethics related to the forensic science. You all know that forensic science definition, simply application of science to the law, means application of scientific methods and principles to the legal system to solve the problems related to the legal system. Then the term forensic is taken from the Latin word forensis, which means the belonging to the courts of justice. And this is the previous question, many times previous question in UGCNET exam. The term forensic is taken from which language? It is Latin language. The word is Latin word is forensis. Then coming to the physical evidence and crime scene, the both are interlinked with one another. Crime scene, there is different types of crime scenes based on different conditions, and major types are indoor, outdoor, and conveyance. Indoor means in closed area, and outdoor means in open area. Simply indoor means under the roof. If any crime happened inside the closed area or under the roof, then that comes under indoor. Then if crimes happens in open area, then that is comes under outdoor crime scenes. Then conveyance means when crimes happened in the vehicles, like illegal trafficking of goods or illegal trafficking of wildlife artifacts, smuggling goods, that all comes under conveyance. But there is also some few crimes which doesn't have any crime scene at all, like forgery cases, document cases, pickpocket cases. In that type of crimes, there is no any crime scene. But like in cases of documents, document itself helps as a crime scene. In that cases, there is no crime scene, but we do analysis with the whatever we find as evidences. Then physical evidences, there are different types of physical evidences, again based on different condition, like biological evidence, chemical evidence. These are types of evidence, and again based on the crime scene, there are movable evidences, immovable evidences. Then there are different search methods, collection, preservation methods, and there is no common method, any common method for collection, preservation of all types of physical evidences. But based on the individual type of physical evidences, we do different collection methods, different preservation methods. Then criminal investigation in different types of crimes. Then courts, coming to the courts, in India, there is four types of courts, Supreme Court, High Court, Sessions Court, and Magistrates Court. Supreme Court, it is the highest court in the country, and High Court is the highest court in state. Then Session Court and Magistrate Court. Then coming to the history and development, we no need of much history about forensic science in UGCNET exam point of view. But what is the history and development important for UGCNET is organization of forensic science labs. Like you know that anthropometry, it is the method for individual identification from the bodily measurements. But what happened in case of Will West and William West case? The anthropometry was failed. So in that time, fingerprints was existed. Means from one branch to another branch was existed. This is the actual development of forensic science. That is important for UGCNET exam. So, and organization of different forensic science labs, not just central and state labs, but also the different labs are there for forensic science, like serology lab, chemistry lab, GUQD, Government Examiner of Question Document Lab. These all are comes under the history and development of forensic science, and also different branches in the forensic science and the scientists involved with the forensic science, that is comes in the history and development. Then coming to the fundamental rights, in syllabus they are added only two rights, right of equality and right of freedom, which are related to the victim and culprit rights. These are relevant to the forensic science. Then criminal profiling techniques, which are lie detection techniques like polygraphy, narcoanalysis, brain fingerprinting. these are not just used for the criminal profiling, means not just for the culprit profiling, but also useful for the victim profiling, because you know that victim is present in the crime scene from the first event to the last event of the crime. So with profiling victim, these methods, we can get accurate information about the crime. So it may help efficiently for the further investigation. And coming to the quality control management, there is very less questions are asked in the previous question paper, but it is also important. Then coming to the unit 2, it is all about the instruments, only. Here in this unit 2 added many instruments. Just notice one thing, in this unit they are asked about the just instruments, means the parts of the instruments, principles, mechanisms, methods. For example, chromatography. If you look at chromatography, what is the principle, what are the types of chromatography, who invented the chromatography, in which year invented, and what is the stationary phase, what is the mobile phase in that particular type of chromatography. These type of questions will ask from this unit 2. Then for example, microscopy, different types of microscopy, polarizing microscopy, comparison microscopy, spectroscopic. This different types of microscopes are invented by whom, in which year, that type of questions. And also sometimes they ask what are the mechanical parts of the microscope, what are the optical parts of the microscope. Then coming to the electrophoresis, what are different types, what is the principle. So in this, from this unit, they will ask all about instruments only, not applications, just instruments only. Then what about the applications? For example, if we are studying about the hair, we use NAA, neutron activation analysis, for the elemental profiling of hair. So we learn these applications in that individual particular units. So applications also comes from that units only. But from this unit, especially for the instruments and their methods, parts, principles. So this is of course the hardest unit, but if you have interest to study about this instruments, you can easily learn them. Then unit 3, it's about serology and serology and also wildlife forensics. Coming to the serology, the main one is the blood. If there is any red stain is collected from the crime scene, then we send to the laboratory. Then they first do analysis whether the red stain is blood or not. Then how there are some tests to identify the blood. Preliminary examination and confirmatory examination. Preliminary tests and confirmatory tests. Then after identifying this with this test as it is a blood, then going for the blood group test. Then going for the origin of species test, whether the blood is belongs to the human or animal. Then if it is belongs to the animal, then which animal species it is. Then if it is belongs to the human, then going for the blood grouping test. Then that all human blood groups, there more or less there is 150 blood groups, that all are divided into 5 blood groups, 5 blood group systems. Then after grouping blood, then going for the DNA analysis. With the DNA fingerprinting, it is possible to identify the person individually. Then this is about the blood. But not just this, even blood stain patterns in the crime scene also helps to give information about the crime. Then other body fluids which are encountered in the crime scene are usually saliva, semen, breast milk, fecal matter, vomiting. Then there is also preliminary and confirmatory tests for these all body fluids. Then disputed paternity and maternity, which helps to identify the biological parents and child. Then DNA and RNA profiling. Then coming to the wildlife forensics, it deals with the wildlife crimes, investigation of wildlife crimes like killing the animals or illegal trafficking of the wildlife plant materials. Coming to the unit 4, it all about the forensic chemistry and forensic toxicology. Deals with the chemicals, alcohols, drugs, poisons, their analysis, tests with using different instrumental methods, different manual methods, and also deals with the chemicals in bribe trap cases. Then poisons includes plant poisons, metallic poisons, then all about this. This is also hardest unit, but if you get interest to learn about these things, you can easily learn and you can easily remember them in the exam. And as I said, there is 10 units in the syllabus, and also in the question paper 2 of UGCNET, there is 100 questions. So more or less 10 questions will come from each unit. So from this all units, from individual units, there is more or less 10 questions will come. And coming to the unit 5, it is about ballistics, tool marks, and restoration of erased markings. Firearms, ballistics is about firearms, analysis of firearms, and also the investigation of problems which are arising from the using firearms. There is different types of firearms, classified based on different types. Then ammunition, examination and analysis of ammunition. Then gunshot residue analysis, GSR analysis, which is helps for the identification of the shooter. With the analysis of GSR, we can identify the shooter. Then there is different terminology in the firearms ballistics. Then also analysis of the country-made firearms, which are made by illegally, means without any license. Then tool marks, as the human beings having individual properties, tool marks, each tool will give different mark which is unique for the each tool. So with the tool marks we can identify individual tool. Then restoration of different erased markings on metal surfaces and also other surfaces. Then unit 6 about firearms and explosives and photography. And fire, you know fire. Then what is arson? If illegally, intentionally and illegally starting any fire, then that is called arson. So this fire and arson are starts with using petroleum products. So here analysis of petroleum products. And explosives, if you look at explosives, it is just a half line. Explosives definition, types and analysis. But if you completely read a single book also, it is not enough to study about the explosives. It is the largest topic and also very important topic. Even the explosive names, abbreviations, scientists who discovered the explosives, that all are important. And also analysis, there is different tests in the explosive analysis. Then coming to photography types, photography is the major event in the crime scene management and processing, which will definitely help in the further investigation of the crime. And different types like simply overall photography, mid-range photography, and close-up photography. And this is the unit 6. Then unit 7 is the combination of many topics, like these all are individual topics, that remaining topics are covering 2 or 3 topics only, but this unit is covering many topics like hair, fiber, polling grains, dust, diatoms, paint, glass, cement, computer forensics and digital forensics. Here except computer forensics and digital evidence, computer forensics and mobile phone forensics, remaining all are comes under trace evidence. As I said, 10 questions will come from the each unit. From this unit, from one topic there is one question. From hair, one question. From fiber, one question. From pollen grains, one question. From paint, one question. But luckily in this UGCNET 2020 exam, there is 2 questions are asked from the single topic, pollen grains. One question is the study about pollen grains is called, it is palynology. And also second question is the outer layer of the pollen grain is made with, it is sporopollenin. So see, from a little topic of pollen grains, there is 2 questions. Means from all topics, there is at least one question from hair, from fiber. And also these are large topics. Hair is the one big topic, fiber is also one big topic, and dust and soil one big topic, paint one big topic. But if you study this 2-3 times, then you can easily remember all points, and all points are important from each topic of this unit. Then unit 8 is fingerprints, impressions, track marks, biometrics and voice analysis. From voice analysis, from these 2-3 previous papers, there is 1-2 questions are asking from the voice analysis about voice spectrography and structure of human voice apparatus. They are asking about the parts in the structure of human voice apparatus. Then coming to fingerprints, it is also one largest topic. There is history, characteristics, scientists involved with the fingerprints. Then computerization of fingerprints like AFIS. And main types are arches, loops, volts and composites. Then classification, 10-digit system of classification and 1-digit or Batley system of classification. Then track marks includes footprints, shoe prints, tire marks, and other gait pattern, means gait pattern is walking picture. Then biometrics includes mainly fingerprints, but also includes iris, DNA, lip prints, ear prints. These all includes in the biometrics. Then unit 9, it's all about the documents and forgery. Documents and forgery only. Documents includes handwritten documents, typed scripts, computerized documents, currency documents, and ATM cards and other credit cards, and forgery. So there is one benefit from this unit, though some students will feel that documents is the hardest unit, but one benefit is in other units they are adding 2-3 topics, but there is more or less 10 questions only will come from all units. But here if you study completely about documents at one place, then you will get more than 6 questions from this unit. So that is the benefit. And for documents, you no need to refer many books or many things. But if you collect one time 1 or 2 books, then if you read one place about the documents, then you can get easily more than 6 answers correct. Then last and the largest unit is the unit 10, that is about forensic medicine, anthropology, and forensic odontology and entomology. And medicine, modes and manners of death, the different types, different modes of death, the sexual offenses, and medico legal importance of different wounds, and also postmortem examination and estimation of postmortem interval. Then coming to the anthropology, identification of the person from the skeletal remains, and also identification through skull superimposition and facial reconstruction technique. Then from odontology, we can identify sex, age, race of the person. Then from entomology, the insects, about insects, how they will helpful in the forensic investigation. And this is the syllabus of UGCNET paper 2. If you completely understand about the syllabus, then you can easily prepare for the all topics of the syllabus. And as I said in the video, I explain classes online, and also I provide PDF notes, material, then books related to particular topic, and I'll mention that you no need to read all book, but I'll refer that topic is from page number 35 to 42. So you just refer that pages and prepare. Then quizzes, topic wise, unit wise, complete quiz, then practice test, pre-final and final tests. So I'm sure that my 100% effects I'll give you to you for preparing for UGCNET exam. And I'm also planning for the demo session 2, which is on 25th December. I'm not sure, but I'm planning for the demo session 2 because that 25th is the holiday for everyone. And if you are satisfied with my explanations, you can join regular classes, which are starting from the January 2nd, 2021. And you don't need to pay the entire fee one time. You can also pay unit by unit. Then if you just take one unit, then if you're satisfied with the one unit and what I'm providing for the one unit, then you can pay the next unit.
Ma'am, could you please explain about yourself? Actually, I don't know who you are.
Okay, I'm SowmyaGajula from state of Telangana. I completed my master's in forensic science from Usmania University, Hyderabad. And I qualified UGCNET 3 times, and also FACT, forensic aptitude and caliber test.
Ma'am, one more thing, what about the timings and everything? If you're starting with January.
Yes, starting from the January 2nd, 2021, and timings are every day, all 7 days of the week from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. because I selected that timings because you all are mostly students. So even though it is online, you are having online classes, means 9 to 4. So that I choose that timings. So based on your convenient timing, you just message me that I'm able to take classes from this time to this time. So I'll make you a group and I'll add you in that batch, like morning batch, afternoon batch, evening batch.
So it will be live classes or recorded classes?
It's live classes only, but if anybody are unable to come for the live classes, I just record that class and I'll send.
Okay, sure.
And you said you'll be only teaching us for paper 2, right?
Yes, for paper 2 only. But for paper 1 also, I'll provide you some material and books. I mean soft books and soft material, which I have.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to ask. Cheers.
Okay. Any more doubts, or else can I end the session?
I believe that's all. Thank you once again.
Okay. And
thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm ending the session. Thank you for attending demo session.